afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into another episode of A Walk with the Warhawks. As always, today's show is presented by Raising Cane's, located on South Clark Street, right here in South Abilene. Don't forget to stop by and get some chicken at Raising Cane's. I'm Mike Ezekiel, the host of the show, and today we're getting ready for tournament week here at McMurry. We have 4 teams in postseason action, one of those being baseball for the first time in nearly a decade. And today we're joined by Reed Hodges, the catcher. Reed, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
All right, man, you ready to take a walk?
Let's do this.
All right, so Reed, we just kind of got some weird news. It's all kind of coming suddenly, but it looks like the tournament's going to be moved back a day, so it starts on Friday now at 3 p.m. We'll be taking on Mary Hardin Baylor in the first round. You know, how's it feel to kind of just know that news now, and how ready are you to get this thing going?
Feels good. I mean, that actually probably helps us. Gives Derek another day of rest instead of going on, I guess, 6 days. He's got a full week, just like normal. So it helps him, and it just gives us another day of practice to prepare.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. With usually playing your series on Friday, you know, move it back to that Friday despite the weather on Thursday. That'll hopefully help out the Warhawks and everybody else in the tournament. But Reed, you've been through some highs, you've been through some lows, both as a player and, you know, as a team. But to have this type of season that you're having, the type of season the team's having, how does it feel?
It feels really good. I mean, I had hip surgery over the summer. I wasn't sure how exactly this season would go with catching and all that. The surgeon wasn't sure exactly how hip was going to hold up, but it's held up good. Been able to produce a lot at the plate, and then overall the team found a lot of fun. Just stack some wins together and play really good baseball.
Yeah, perhaps the longest on-base streak maybe in the history of McMurry baseball. We don't know that for sure, but how often do the guys talk about that?
They've brought it up quite often now. At first they didn't really notice, and then the hitting streak and on base got into like the teens, and so then they started bringing it up a little more and more, and so it's been fun.
That's really cool. And for the team to just have this much success, or the most wins since your time here and the most wins since 2015, it's been a tremendous season. And what's kind of the message heading into the tournament?
We've been having to say in the past week or two now, job's not done, and just kind of jokingly but serious too. Like, we know what's ahead of us, and we just execute, get the job done.
All right, and good luck to you guys as you go down to Marshall coming up on Friday to start the tournament for a chance to go to the gold bracket. Reed, but before you do that, we got to do some rapid fire.
All right.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Rapid fire. All right, Reed, it's time for rapid fire, and the very first question I have for you right off the bat. Before we get into the fun stuff, I kind of got to ask you, though, what's it feel like to know that not only baseball's in the tournament, but you got softball, you got men's tennis, you got track and field, everybody's doing well. How does that feel?
Feels good. It feels good to be a part of that, because I know softball's had some success when I've been here, and so it's track and field, so it's good to join them and all of us be competing at the same time at the end of the year.
And a lot of your social club brothers are on the tennis team, right?
Yes. There's a couple of them that are competing, and so it's good to see all of us out there still playing.
Very good. Women's tennis also making the semifinals last week. It's been just an incredible season for everybody. But now, let's get to know you, Reed. What's your favorite home cooked meal?
I'd probably go just hamburgers. Me and my dad like to sit down by the grill, grill together, and just talk around, sit there and talk. And so I always like a good hamburger.
How do you like your burgers cooked?
Probably medium.
Medium, okay. So you can, yeah, okay. So you can sit at Hank Hill's Grill then. Very good. All right, next question for you. Who are your favorite sports teams?
Baseball, Boston Red Sox. Growing up, I played second base. Smaller guy, Dustin Pedroia. One of the smaller guys in the league, and so just like the way he played. So started with him his rookie year when I started playing baseball, and then I've just gone with it. Basketball, Oklahoma City Thunder. And then now, since I got here, I just started watching hockey. Shout out T. Lee, Dallas Stars. So playoffs start tonight, so it'll be fun to watch.
I'm excited for the playoffs. And then football, anybody?
Not a huge NFL guy. I watch the Cowboys now with all these guys from Dallas, but just watch whatever game's on.
So the Red Sox and Thunder feel kind of random.
Yes, it's just players that I like starting out, and then I've just grown to become a fan over the years.
You like who you like, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so if you could play another sport, what would it be?
Growing up, played basketball and football. I would probably play basketball, but shorter, so I didn't continue much on after freshman year of high school. But
relatable.
Always liked playing basketball.
Okay, so you'd be a guard?
Yeah, point guard.
Who's your favorite player in the league?
Russell Westbrook.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So you liked him obviously with the Thunder?
Yes.
Very good. All right. What's been your favorite, this is a harder question, but Favorite baseball memory in your career?
It's a tough one. I've had a lot of fun growing up, playing with a lot of good guys, had a lot of success early on, but honestly, probably this season's just been awesome, just from how much of a struggle it was the first couple of years, just losing. It was tough, but now turning it around and leaving it in a good place, it's been good to go out on a high note.
Do you have any like routines that you have when you're behind the plate? Because sometimes I see you walk behind, sometimes you look at the crowd or you look in the press box. Is that kind of like a routine?
Yeah, normally I find my parents wherever they're sitting, and so whenever I turn around, I'll look up there and find them, and just they'll either give me a look or just like a little clap, thumbs up, something like that to keep me focused and just a little safe space up there.
Man, I love that. Well, Reed, we've made it to third, so final question for you. What is your favorite thing about McMurry?
Just family environment. I've come in, all these guys, we've just been so close all 4 years, and it's been a great time, just getting to know them, getting so close with them. I've really enjoyed it.
Well, hopefully we got a couple more weeks to kind of relish it, enjoy it all, and then graduation coming up for you?
Yes.
All right. May 14th, right at Wilford Moore Stadium.
Yes.
All right, very good. Well, Reed, congratulations on making it this far on graduating. Maybe you'll miss graduation if we're in the conference championship.
I hope so. That's the plan.
I'm sure you'd be okay with that.
Yes, I would be.
All right, very good. Well, Reed, thank you for taking time to join us today on Walk with the Warhawks. And fans, tune in next week for another episode. We'll see you next time.